Jeet. We're going to move into our second segment on League now, going into League of Legends Worlds. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We got about, 12, 13 days, something like that, about 2 weeks before everything kicks off. I think it kicks off October 1st, right, guys?
October 1st.
October 1st. So,
Yep.
and it's going to be a wild couple months of action to get through all
Yeah.
this stuff. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited. It starts out October 1st, 10 a.m. You have Fnatic playing that very first day.
They're playing IG too, right? That first day. So that's
I believe so.
yeah. They play IG the first day. Yeah,
Yep.
because that's
IG.
that's gonna be
You
interesting.
have a lot of the popular teams playing the first day. You have Fnatic, Cloud9, SKT, EDG, CLG, KU. All of them play the first day. So it's gonna be a real interesting time.
Well, let's start off with the groups. We got 4 groups. Let's go ahead and let's go over the groups. We'll start off with Group A. Britt, you wanna take Group A?
Yeah, I can take Group A. We got North American favorite, Chronologic Gaming, big powerhouse. We got the Flash Wolves. We got KU Tigers, and we got Pain Gaming. We're expecting a lot out of KU and Chronologic Gaming. The Flash Wolves are going to be a little bit of a wild card here, and we're not really expecting much out of Pain.
Where's
Yeah,
Pain
they're here.
from? Are they one of the wild card teams that came out of South America
Yeah.
or something? Probably.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
yeah, they're one of the international.
Yeah, they were one of the IWCs. I think they're from Brazil, but I'm not positive.
Temporada. I think they're South America. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
they're Brazilian. They're the Brazilian team.
Because it was Kaboom Esports last year, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
They and Kaboom Pain beat out Kaboom this year to get their chance.
Yeah, although Kaboom did get their moment to shine at Worlds, they're the ones who basically put Fnatic down, wasn't it? Or was it Alliance
Yeah.
they put out?
It was Alliance.
It was Alliance.
They beat
yeah.
Alliance to send Cloud9 through.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I guess you could say Chronologic Gaming's got a backup with Pain. They got a little friendship going with Brazilian teams. North America does, but I think Chronologic Gaming's going to take Group A by storm.
I don't. I mean,
I don't know
you think
about
they're gonna
that.
take the group? I mean, I think they'll get out of. I think they're gonna go to the next stage. I think they'll definitely get out of group stage, but
I think they for sure get out of groups, but I don't see because there's a super big problem right now with Xmithy because he can't get a passport for whatever
true.
reason, and so they're working with government officials to try to get him a passport for this. Xmithy is from the Philippines, and so just with the way that I guess his visas work with the U.S. And him leaving the country, I guess he's not able to get one, and so they're trying to get him one. But even if they do get him one, they're not sure if they'll be able to right now, so they have to practice with their backup, who is Huhi. That's his name.
oh yeah,
He's
that's right.
been dominating in scrims and in solo queue lately. I mean, he's a very good replacement. I think the best replacement you could ask for in this scenario.
And he's been with them for a little
yeah.
bit now, though, so he'll understand the team and the
Yeah.
what I mean, the just how everybody works, the personalities and things like that, which is obviously
Yeah.
a big deal. Like what happened to SK last year at Worlds when they had Svertskin got in trouble and they had the other guy was a total random dude from another team, show up and have to fill in. That was rough.
Yeah, and I don't think it's as much a question
we
of
lost
skill.
Rimanji.
MG.
It's gonna try to call him back. All right,
Yeah.
just go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, so it's not as much a problem with if he's skillful enough. I think he is for sure, but he's also, he's primarily a mid laner, so you have to take that into account. And then they're also, they've been up until they found out about that, they had been scrimming with Xmithy. They spent, the whole split playing with Xmithy and working his style around that. And so it's a lot of wasted time that you have with Xmithy that you've invested in Xmithy if he's not going to be able to play. And then even if he is going to be able to play, now they're boot camping with Huhi.
So he's getting all this current training, current meta.
Yeah, and so do you even want to put him back in? So it's a big question.
Oh, damn, yeah, that's a good point. All right, I'm going to jump into Group B real quick. Fnatic, Invictus Gaming, AHQ, Esports Club, and Cloud9. Personally, I think this is the most competitive out of all the groups in terms of even skill. AHQ is a very storied club at Worlds. They've been to World many times. They competed with all the big clubs. So I think they're one of those teams that can definitely take a game off Fnatic. Potentially take a game off Invictus. But I think Invictus is really, in my opinion, the clear favorite in this group. Fnatic second, but Cloud9. You just never know, I guess, right now. I'm not putting anything past them after that shit that happened in the playoffs. Yeah, are you kidding me, dude?
I would say Cloud9 is the dark horse of all of Worlds.
All of Worlds.
I think if anybody has a chance to come in and sneak a bracket running out, or at least a top showing, it's going to be Cloud9. Like, they were almost relegated to now they're in freaking Worlds.
Yeah,
like they're just on a roll. You just can't stop that momentum. I think if they do really well in group, they may get a shot at the bracket.
Yeah, they could. I mean, like I said, it's a competitive group. I mean, anything can happen in this group. Invictus are monsters, so like it is not going to be an easy road for any of these guys because they are absolute monsters. So
basically, what Cloud9 is going to do is they're going to go down 0-3 to every team.
Moo Jungle. Moo Jungle comes out, bro, and it's over.
A Moo Jungle reverse sweep the group. No, in all seriousness though, I actually don't think Invictus takes this. They're from a better region than Fnatic, but from what I've heard unanimously from every region, all the analysts are saying, all of the coaches that are in the scrims and boot camps, is that Fnatic is playing really well.
I mean, dude, they're the closest I've seen of a Western team in the past 2 years that's playing the same style as what the Koreans and the Chinese do. That fast-paced group, shove it down your throat. You never know where everybody is. We're always within a couple seconds of each other, like timing-wise. Like if you look at the teams in NA, and most of them very spread out at times, where dudes are caught out, where it's very hard to catch a Korean or Chinese team out because there's always help that collapses like this. And it's just like everybody drops and they're doing crazy team fight shit. So, I mean, Fnatic, I think, understood that after last year, so I think they're really close. All right, run out of time. Group C, Eden, if you want to go ahead and break through that real quick. That's another fun one, too.
Group C. So, Group C, we have SK Telecom T1, Edward Gaming, H2K, and Bangkok Titans. I think SKT take it. Faker Senpai, notice me. I think ESPN said it best themselves. Faker, the unkillable demon king.
Yeah.
That was the name of the article that ESPN wrote about Faker. And they're right. He's...
Let me throw some spice in this real quick before we move on to Group D so we can close out. Okay, so in this group we got Faker mid, right? But we also on H2K we have Ryu, who was in the famous ZVZ match, the ZVZ play that everybody always talks about. If you look it up on YouTube, the ZVZ outplay by Faker, it was against Ryu. He was the one who got the highlight reel. So from that perspective, that Ryu in the back of his mind would like nothing more than to just slam Faker somehow. So I just think they're gonna really. I think these guys, like, there's a lot to it, And then you have Pawn on Edward Gaming, who won Worlds last year, who's you still don't hear that much but he is in my personal favorite mid laner. Like, he is disgusted. So there's that element too from an Edward Gaming perspective. So those three teams have a lot, in terms of like the mid lane there. That's going to be very exciting, to watch, because there's just the skill between those three mid laners is top notch, top notch.
Yeah, I think what we expect from this group though is
And they play the same style. Assassin mages or assassins in general. They're very high op tempo, high mechanics and things like that. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think SKT and EDG make it out. Whether it's one or who takes 1 and 2, I think it's SKT takes 1, but I think any expert would be able to tell you that EDG has the talent and the skill.
Dude, they beat him at MSI.
Yeah, they beat him at MSI. But granted,
they are having a little bit of a downslide lately, though.
They also beat them playing Easy Hoon. I don't expect SKT to start Easy Hoon at this tournament.
No, absolutely not. All right, Group D. Brent, if you want to go and break this down for us real quick.
Yeah, we got LGD, we got KT Roaster, we got TSM, and we got Origin in Group D. LGD.
TSM.
Yeah, TSM kind of got just
I love you.
the short end of the stick. It's going to be a tough group for them. LGD and KT are going to be our top 2, I believe, going in. LGD is just really strong coming out of China.
And another former world champion from last year with Imp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They got experience. They got players. They're going to be a powerhouse. Like, LGD is going to go, LGD is going to go very far.
And Origin is no joke, too, as well. You know what I mean? Like, they are really They really were very close to Fnatic. In a lot of ways, they're just a younger team. You know what I mean, in terms of being in LCS in general, outside of Xpeke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're a younger team, but they're led by Xpeke, who has just you can't get more experience than Xpeke.
And they just have a lot of confidence right now going in too. So.
I think it's important to note too. They came in as the final, the final seed in this group. But the only reason that they were even in that position is because they didn't play in LCS the first split.
Mm-hmm.
And so they weren't able to qualify, even though they came in second in the summer split. They didn't
have any points from the first split.
They didn't have any points from the spring split, so H2K beat them out. But this is also, everybody's saying realistically Fnatic can make it to semifinals, and depending on the matchup they get, it's very realistic that we might see Fnatic in a finals match. Whether they can win that or not is up for debate. I don't think they have what it takes to win Worlds. But Origin took them to 5 games. They're the first people to beat them since MSI. So I think, people say well, rip TSM, that's for sure. TSM, you might as well. They've
just been struggling too hard on the last half of the season. They have very low confidence, getting smashed by CLG at Madison Square Garden. There's if you watch their behind the scenes stuff, I mean there's just a lot of question marks. They're just not the same team going into Worlds this year that they were last year. Last year they were starting to ride some up tempo. Bjergsen was really hot in that meta. Dyrus was on fire at the time too, because you had Ryze that was out, you know what I mean, that was extremely strong, that was still had some tanky elements to him before his rework, so it worked well with the top lane for a Worlds team, and it helped them tremendously. So, but anyway, so definitely want to close it out here. Appreciate you guys, Raymond, Keaton, and Brent joining me knocking this stuff out. Hoping to get some more of this stuff going next week. We're going to stick with COD and League. We also have Jeff, one of our other co-hosts for COD, who couldn't make it this week, but he will hopefully be back next week. And we're going to try to get this going for you guys every week, and hopefully we'll add some new commentators and stuff for other games too down the road as we keep doing this and get some momentum. Other than that, I appreciate it. Thank you from everybody at Ready Up Gaming. Make sure to check out our website, readyupgaming.com. Follow us on Twitter at Ready Up Gaming, and you'll have a good night.